Thank you for joining us for the ASBO International Pinnacle Awards presentation. This year, we're saluting the exceptional work of 4 school business officials from California, Georgia, Minnesota, and New York. Their projects include passing 2 bond measures, one with a technology endowment, in 2 years, making district financial policies and training procedures easily available online, implementing an efficient web-based fee management system, and working to turn a disengaged community into one that actively supports its public schools. ASBO International extends a special thank you to Virco for their 22-year sponsorship of the Pinnacle Awards. Now, here are our honorees and their projects. Asking voters to fund 2 $30 million bonds in 2 years would be a challenge in any circumstance. Our first Pinnacle of Achievement honoree led his previous district's efforts to do just that, only a few short years after 4/5 of the Board of Trustees had been recalled. After the recall, regaining the community's trust was a top priority. The district took a big step in this direction by earning a AAA bond rating. And with the second bond's $10 million tech endowment, phased in over 10 years with funds available every other year, the district proved its intent to purchase technology wisely, upgrading as needed over time so that students, teachers, and staff can continually benefit from the latest technology for years to come. Improvements enabled by the first bond included a horticultural learning area, a vocational education complex, a state-of-the-art culinary kitchen, and middle school modernizations. In addition to technology upgrades, the second bond has funded sports fields, a pool facility, playgrounds, and an auditorium. The unique every other year structure of this district's tech endowment can be replicated by other school entities to help stay current with the latest technology. Congratulations to Bill McGuire, who now serves as Deputy Superintendent of Administrative Services for California's Twin Rivers Unified School District. As school business officials, how often have fellow employees contacted you about district financial policies, procedures, and training? While it's usually not a problem to call or email a coworker with an explanation response, it would be great to have an easily accessible online resource that provides this information, like the one developed by our second Pinnacle of Achievement honoree. This online resource, known as the Financial Services University, or FSU, resides on the website in our honorees district. Users can readily find the information they need by navigating the FSU by stakeholder, subject, department, or training title. More than 200 documents and trainings can be accessed 24/7 via the internet, and the FSU helps district employees locate that information online without making a phone call or sending an email to financial services departments. And because phone calls and the length of phone calls have decreased, the FSU has freed financial services personnel to focus on other duties. As an added bonus, the Financial Services University has significantly reduced paper consumption and printing costs traditionally linked to training and manuals. Congratulations to FSU's developer, Debbie Randazzo, Director of Internal Compliance for Georgia's Cobb County School District. Paying and registering for student activities and services can be a hassle for everyone involved. Some parents need to visit the school sites multiple times a year just to pay standard fees. And on the receiving end, when teachers or clerical staff get pulled into the process, it invariably takes them away from other important duties. Thanks to our third Pinnacle of Achievement honoree's leadership, there's a better way to handle this. Our honoree helped his district implement a trailblazing web-based fee management system that enables online registration and payment for more than 100 activities and services. This comprehensive system accepts fees and sign-ups for field trips, sports, before and after school childcare, meal accounts, parking, and so much more. After a nationwide search failed to find a system to meet their needs, the district decided to build their own with the help of 3 partners. The system is both efficient and cost-effective, with no fees for implementation, software licenses, training, hosting, or support, and fees are based only on transactions. With this comprehensive system in place, the district recorded a 582% increase in online payments in 2 years. Congratulations to Jeffrey Solomon, Director of Finance and Operations for Minnesota's Rosemount Apple Valley Egan School District. Although the Great Recession has ended and the economy is improving, most school districts continue to face significant financial challenges. In communities where government officials and agencies are distrusted, challenges are magnified, which can result in a low voter turnout, the rejection of measures to increase school funding, and negative impacts on our neediest school children. Our fourth honoree earned this year's Pinnacle of Excellence Award for her outstanding efforts to help move a public school community from disengagement and distrust to enlightenment and ultimately constructive activism. Like a teacher who employs differentiated lesson plans for all levels of learners, our honoree developed concise, constant, and cohesive themes to enlighten the community's constituent groups about school funding. Themes tailored to address the priorities of each constituent group were presented by wide-ranging surveys, committee meetings, and individual meetings with district critics. To gain support for a $41.5 million bond, she developed a true cost of the bonds pie graph that included interest costs and highlighted state aid that the district would receive for the bond-related project. Since state aid offset the interest in its entirety, the bond came to be known as the Zero Interest Bond. The district's proposed $41.5 million bond illustrates the community's transformation from distrust to empowerment. The community's enlightenment about this concern resulted in engagement. Only 18 months after an initial rejection by voters, the bond passed with 60% approval. Our honoree's efforts are further demonstrated in her ability to lead the community from engagement to empowerment. In fact, the community led political actions by meeting with state legislators, attending state budget hearings, writing letters, and making phone calls about the lack of state funding. Through an embedded, multi-year process of community enlightenment, engagement, and empowerment, the Ossining Union Free School District has had the highest voter approval in years, over 70% in the most recent budget vote. Congratulations to Alita Zuber, Assistant Superintendent for Business of New York's Ossining Union Free School District. Please join us in congratulating our Pinnacle of Excellence and Pinnacle of Achievement Award recipients. You can read more about them in a future issue of School Business Affairs, ASBO International's professional journal. Both ASBO International and Verco extend their thanks to those who selected this year's Pinnacle Awards honorees and to everyone who submitted an entry for this year's awards. A special thank you is extended to Sage Creek High School of the Carlsbad Unified School District for allowing us to feature their school in this year's video. Thank you to everyone who's here today. We look forward to seeing you again next year.